Hello and welcome back for another video on ARK Survival Ascended, and today we are checking out my top 20 quality of life mods you need to try. All mods are free and can be played cross-platform, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. Are you tired of your industrial forge being 4 walls high or whatever it is? Well, this could be the mod for you. This is the SMOL Structures, which comes from Miss Beans. A very simple yet highly effective mod that adds small versions of vanilla crafting stations and also a few additional structures too. Vanilla stations include the preserving bin, smithy, storage box, mortar and pestle, refining forge, all generators, chemistry bench, industrial grinder, cooker and forge, and also the tech replicator, just to name a few. SMOL Structures also adds new structures like the hatchery, wielding the power of the otter's insulation buffs. Oh, look at that cute little face. Fertilized eggs can be placed inside for natural incubation all the way down until ready to pop. It will also collect any dropped fertilized and non-fertilized eggs within a large area. The SMOL Converter is a crafting station where you can convert vanilla structures to SMOL and vice versa. Almost all structures have increased storage capacity, faster crafting speeds over their vanilla versions, and are much quieter. Nothing worse than hearing that vanilla fabricator chugging away all day long. It's a great mod for saving space while giving players a well-balanced quality of life upgrade. Are you looking for a sprinkle of quality of life in your life? Well, the Vanilla with Sprinkles mod from Delilah Eve is a great mod if you are wanting many balanced quality of life features, but not too over the top. Player stats and also creature stat points are shown in the inventories, where you can see how many levels are put in, mutations and all that good stuff, where creature colors are also visible too. The mod adds its own pool system, allowing for quick and easy crafting on the go. It enables transferable elements and also boss tributes to and from servers. Whenever your player levels engrams, including techgrams, will automatically unlock. The crafting skill tonic can be consumed to give the player maximum crafting skill levels for the duration of 5 minutes, and when the effect wears off, we'll see you returning back to your original stats. And finally, a structure pickup gun and structure variant tool, just to make building that little bit easier. It's a really nice mod for players that enjoy a not so heavily modded experience. Maybe you're wanting some extra structures to play around with, or maybe you're wanting some new visually appealing crafting stations, or maybe you just want to tidily store your resources. Well, the Klinger's additional structures from Klinger Martins is a lovely little mod that achieves just that. It has a bunch of new structures and engrams that will make your life easier and ultimately give your base a cheeky little makeover. Firstly, you will need to craft a Klinger smithy, which functions as a vanilla smithy, and you'll also find all the new structures when navigating to the Klinger additional folder. New structures include 3 different lights and also a large lamppost to set the perfect mood, a multi-forge for smelting your resources, an array of new gates to try out coming in the form of wooden, stone and metal, an improved industrial cooker which does not require a foundation to place, and finally my favorite addition being the wood, stone and metal dedicated storage options, which I know should definitely be a vanilla feature that isn't just accessible at tech tier. And yes, wireless crafting is a thing with these too. It's a really nice mod that doesn't alter the game too drastically, while giving you a balanced and refreshing amount of quality of life if you're not wanting over-the-top features. With this mod, you can keep your crafting areas nice and tidy and know exactly where everything is whenever you need it. Up next, we have my favorite Dino storage mod on the list, which is Dino Depot, which comes from Delilah Eve. I recently used this mod during my last playthrough, which was actually my first time using the mod, and I have loved it ever since. Dino Depot is a cryo storage mod. Forget cryopods, it's time to play with dino balls. The mod offers structures, items and many features where you will always know that your beloved dinos are safe and sound, or ready to go if out and about. Mod features include the depot terminal. This is where you can either store your balls and creatures. I usually use 3 or so terminals for different purposes, one for collection, one for dung beetles, and one for breeding, but you can alter the settings to cater to your liking from the terminal itself, as it can do many things, including auto capturing any newborn babies into empty balls, passive production, for example if you have a dung beetle in a ball inside the terminal, and a couple of creatures to drop poop, it will produce oil and fertilizer in the terminal over time. Unfertilized egg generation from any of the creatures in the terminal. The mod adds its own storage containers to safely store your tamed creatures. The Dino Digitalizer gun can be used to fire empty balls at tamed creatures to suck them up whenever needed. Holding R will open up a quick access wheel for balls in hand, or the Digitalizer gun for extra customization. The Dino and Chibi displays are a real nice touch. It's really cute, man. There's nothing better than having a memorial in and around your base of your favorite creatures in small, large and chibi form. I don't normally like these type of storage mods as they usually make the game too easy, but Dino Depot does allow you to alter the settings so that you can almost enjoy it like vanilla cryopods if you wanted to do so. It's very versatile in that respect, and the mod looks great. Everything looks clean and just feels very satisfying to use. Are you tired of having all that leftover organic polymer in your pockets? Well, Shoko's Polymer Forge from ARKomatic has you covered. A very simple mod that adds the Polymer Forge, which can be crafted at level 1. Once ignited and organic polymer is placed inside, we'll convert organic polymer to hard polymer, allowing the player to safely store leftover polymer for a rainy day. This gives me the perfect opportunity to introduce you to the new ARK TBS server clusters for Lost Colony. There's no better place to begin your journey after the map drops on the 18th of December. They run both PvE and PvP no-wipe clusters. For Lost Colony, players will start out naked and afraid, but the rest of the cluster will open up in February just to give players that fresh, new and exciting experience. Having boosted rates, a variety of quality of life TBS mods, with PvP servers offering balanced offline raid protection, custom Ks, massive cash prizes, and many other awesome features. If you are interested, you can join their Discord servers, links are in the description of the video, or simply search tbs.com in the server browser after clicking show player servers to join right away. Now let's get right back to the video. Up next, we have probably one of the coolest and most visually pleasing storage mods on the market. That is the visual storage mod, which comes from Aesthetic Construct. This mod adds resource specific storage that dynamically change in appearance based on the quantity of resources stored. It will most definitely make your base visually satisfying to live in and gives the player a sense of realism as you progress through the game. The mod adds an array of new storage containers to tidily store practically every resource in the game, including bins and pallets to store all of your common and heavy resources, barrels for days for all your common crafting needs, 5 types of shelves and stands where you can place your jars of polymer, leech blood and other spoilables, and many more cool features. The mod adds other quality of life features to make hoarding and transferring resources in and around your base easy. The crane can be used to unload Dino's inventories, and the drop box can be loaded up with resources to transfer directly to the storage containers, while you barely have to lift a finger. Not only that, but it also allows for wireless crafting, so you won't have to go rummaging through your entire base to find the resources you need. Working similar to the dedicated storage boxes, if you have the required resources stored inside a visual storage container, you'll be able to craft directly from your inventory without having to do anything else. This mod is absolutely amazing and hands down one of my favorites on this entire list. It really is a game changer and one of the best visually pleasing quality of life mods that you can download today. Up next is Dino HUD Plus, which comes from Farazi Mods. It allows the player to see the health, torpor and stamina levels of wild and tame creatures via a clean, informative interface visible above the creature. A little similar to the awesome Spyglass, I guess, but will be more balanced if you're anything like me and don't actually want to know every single detail about every creature in the world, because where's the fun in that? This one just highlights the creature's important stats. When pressing Alt and G will open up the settings menu where you can cater the interface to your liking. What I will say is, unless I'm missing something, the mod isn't the best for console players regarding the settings menu, as I was basically spamming the left and right bumper to access it, and once on screen couldn't select any of the options or even exit the menu. It might just be a me problem, but I had to leave the game to get rid of it. But other than that, the mod works perfectly on PC. Well, we perfectly transition from Dino HUD to Player HUD with this entry, which is Cyrus's Lively HUD, which comes from Cyrus Creates. A very simple mod that basically adds some color to your life and makes that ever so boring standard faint blue HUD pop with some colorful icons. Lovely jubbly and much more satisfying to look at while thriving and surviving. Ever feel like you don't have enough slots on your hotbar? Well, Radial Quick Use from Snapping has you covered. The mod will add a quick use radial wheel when pressing and holding the reload button. The wheel will be filled up with items from your inventory and sorted into categories for easy management. This allows the player to quickly navigate to any items without having to stop and find it within the player's inventory. A very simple mod, but solves an underlying issue for me, and this mod is the perfect solution to my problem. Up next is Day Indicator, which also comes from Snapping. Not exactly a quality of life mod, but I absolutely love it. It will add text whenever you spawn in, or whenever a new day begins, stating the day, map, and region that you spawned in. It does not impact gameplay in any way, and is genuinely satisfying to use during any of your ARK playthroughs. Have you ever had your beloved creatures get stuck inside and under the mesh? Me too. This is the Dino Retrieval terminal from Hexen Lord. A simple mod that adds a terminal which, once placed down, allows you to pull any of your tames from anywhere on the map. Whether that be if the creature is completely stuck in the mesh, or maybe you just died out in the wild and your creature is out there stranded, fending for itself, and you are now fearing for its life. You can just cheat a little with this one, and teleport that creature directly to you. Hop back on and return to recover your gear. Well, it would be rude not to include a stacking mod, and TG stacking mod from Pyet has been around since the release of the game and is still one of the best out there for this in my opinion. I've gone with a 50% weight reduction for this one. The mod will stack resources and many consumable items into slots of 1000 and kibbles and ammo into 500s. It does state in the mod description that the mod needs to be as high in the order as possible and that you do need to take a Mindwipe tonic to relearn craftable resources like cementing paste and spark powder, etc, etc. Same goes for crafting stations like the fabricator and so on, and that if for some reason you do uninstall the mod, any stacks of modded resources will completely disappear. So do keep that in mind before installing or uninstalling the mod. It's a great mod for cleaning up your storage containers and removes the pain of storing and transferring items that usually only stack into one and spoil extremely fast. Have you ever leveled a creature or maybe accidentally pumped it full of levels into unwanted stats and wish you could roll back time to do it all over again? Well, up next we have the Dino Mindwipe from Hexen Lord, unlocked at level 12, which requires one Mindwipe tonic and crafted from the player's inventory. So pretty self-explanatory. This is a Mindwipe but for creatures. Simply stick it in your creature and force feed, refunding their level up points. Next up we have a double entry. This is the Aberration and Scorched resources mod from Quell Crest, which fixes the issue of playing on a map where these resources cannot naturally be harvested in the wild. These two mods allow players to craft Aberration and Scorched Earth resources in a variety of crafting stations, including the Mortar and Pestle, Chemistry Bench, Industrial Grinder, and of course the Equus acting as a portable version of the Mortar and Pestle. Up next is Nanoh's Reusables, which comes from Nanoh. This mod will add 15 reusable items, so no more having to craft endless parachutes and bolas while out and about on your travels. All you need to do is craft one of Nanoh's and it will give you unlimited uses. All Nano engrams are unlocked at the same level as the vanilla engrams. Items include the reusable gas mask, scuba tank, whip, hazard suit, an early game version of the tech binoculars, a reusable Mindwipe which keeps all your previously learned engrams and only refunds your level up points, stone and metal multi-tools which can be quickly cycled through on the go, to either a pickaxe, hatchet, sickle or club, which might actually be my favourite feature of this mod. I am a vanilla player at heart at the end of the day, so a mod like this never really appeals to me all that much, as I do enjoy the struggle of managing my inventory and my gear. So for me, any type of reusable mods ruin the survival experience a little bit, but of course this is just me, and a lot of people dislike vanilla ARK, and it's no secret that this is a great quality of life mod, and most likely the best reusable mod out there today. Oh, and I absolutely love the reusable glider, by the way. Now this is something I could treat myself to. Well, we all know how long and painful the process of breeding and mutating creatures is in ARK, so the Better Breeding mod from Silent Riz will make the process much more bearable. Better breeding guarantees the transmission of the highest wild levels and mutations from the parents to the offspring. The aim of the mod is to make breeding more fun and reduce the time and resources required to achieve the same outcome. This mod solves the grueling process of breeding and mutating stats into creatures, making life so much easier for all the breeders out there. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, but up next is Map Unlocker from Shinigami, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. I wouldn't recommend using this mod if you are a new player, as it's always nice to explore the map organically, but the amount of times my in-game map on numerous official maps has randomly reset is almost uncountable, and being as my YouTube channel mainly focuses on official ARK video guides, it is extremely frustrating having to zoom around the entire map in GCM for 15 minutes to fully explore every nook and cranny, just to return back to a fully revealed map, as I don't believe there's a cheat command that exists to reveal the full map. But if there is one in game, please do let me know in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. Due to this, I almost always have this mod installed. Are you tired of searching the map endlessly for specific resources? Well, have no fear, Resource Tracker is here, which comes from Shinigami. This is another very handy tool for me when it comes to making videos, but I'm sure a lot of other players will enjoy this one too. The mod adds a new interface which can be accessed via the radial wheel when pressing and holding the reload button. This is where you can find the resource scanner. Simply select a resource and watch the magic happen. Any nodes will be scanned and identified with the resource icon on screen when in close proximity, allowing you to easily find any resource you need. Up next is the upgrade station, which comes from Gazlol. This mod allows players to upgrade the quality of weapons, armor and saddles from primitive all the way to ascendant. It adds 4 new crafting stations which all look aesthetically pleasing and will always be welcomed additions to any base. The blueprint station can be used to chuck in quality loot and convert them into blueprints, giving a small return on the resources used to craft that item. The augment station can be used to craft augments, which can upgrade the damage, durability, armor, etc of your weapons, saddles and armor. The salvage salvage station basically works like the grinder, where you can salvage your loot for a return on the resources used to craft said items. And finally, the upgrade station, which is used to upgrade saddles, armor, and weapons from primitive all the way through to ascendant. It is a great mod, but I am a loot goblin at heart, and I'd much rather be looting every drop, cave, nook, and cranny in sight, searching high and low for all that tasty loot. But I mean, if you don't enjoy looting crates over and over and over again until you find the items you want, then this is the perfect mod for you. And that is the beauty of ARK. It can be played in so many ways. And to close out the video with the ultimate automation mod, that is ARKomatic, which comes from Bigums. A mod designed to elevate your survival experience with a range of quality of life improvements. The mod introduces several new structures and features that streamline your gameplay, allowing you to spend less time grinding and crafting and more time thriving and surviving. So let's quickly go over some of the structures. Firstly, you will need to craft the ARKomatic workbench, which is unlocked at level 48. This is where you can craft all the ARKomatic structures, beginning with the ammunition crafter, which auto crafts all types of ammo. Simply select a recipe and then set to auto craft to begin auto crafting, which you will do once the required resources are inside the terminal. The composite crafter works in a similar way, able to craft many different resources: a meat spoiler for quick and easy spoiled meat, a wood baker for a quick alternative for burning wood into charcoal, a poop collector and egg incubator that works similar to the oviraptor for collecting eggs, and the dung beetle for collecting poop and creating fertilizer. And of course, the incubator is also able to incubate fertilized eggs. The ARKomatic forge is a much smaller forge that refines in bulk at twice the speed of the indie forge. The terrarium, which works as an advanced crop plot and can grow plants from seeds instantly using fertilizer and auto pulling it from the poop collector. A multi-cooker, which basically combines the functions of the industrial cooker and grill with faster crafting rates, and also adds basic structures like the refrigerator to store perishable items for longer, and vaults to store many of your valuables, with both having many more inventory slots. It's a really nice mod, and I do have to commend the design and animations of the structures too. They look super clean and will be a perfect fit for any modern based design. And that is going to be the end of the video for today. This video is basically a huge upgraded version to a top 10 mod video I made back when the game first released. So if you haven't checked that one out already, link will be in the description of the video. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video or found it helpful in any way, please don't forget to like, comment, share around, and subscribe for more. And I did also want to give you all a huge shout out and to thank you all for the continued support. I set a 75,000 sub goal at the start of the year, thinking I would never ever be able to hit that goal by the end of the year, but we ended up smashing it, and it would not be possible without each and every one of you. I cannot emphasize enough how thankful I am. And on to 100,000 subs now, I guess. Anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.